Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Heavensward. In the last episode, we left Idleshire and made our way to Matoya's cave, met Matoya, and got a little information about what it is that we are going to need to do. We need to head into the Great Gubal Library to retrieve the tome containing Matoya's research on the etheric converger, which is necessary to build the etheric ram that we're going to need to punch through the defensive barrier of Aziz's Law. So, we now have to head out to the Great Gubal Library. We also took care of some side quests to open up some aether currents, and the Gubal Library quest will also give us an aether current, though there is one more that we're missing, and I think I know where it's going to be, so that's good. And we also went ahead and we got our last recruit that we needed to begin getting our squad with the Maelstrom operating. So we went and we recruited them and sent them off on their first mission to get their feet wet. So they should be done that by now. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick that up and send them back out again to keep them working. And we're also going to try and see if we can't get into the Great Gubal Library. So, we are here in the barracks. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and queue us up in the duty finder for the Great Gubal Library. Go ahead and join in, because that's going to take some time. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and talk to the squadron sergeant. The squadron has returned from their deployment. Pray look over the report, Commander. Mission was a success. Good. Complete. Excuse me. Alright, let's see here. The recruits appear to have carried out their task in a sufficiently competent manner. You'd be surprised at how many privates managed to lose their way on a simple patrol route. In any case, a small success like this will improve the unit's cohesion and help sharpen their individual skills. Alright, so in the future we'll speak directly with the squadron sergeant to begin mission deployments or check mission reports. Each mission can be completed once per week, with deployment status being reset every Tuesday at 3 a.m. Earth time. Alright, let's talk training. Specialized instruction will improve the abilities of individual recruits, but its main purpose is to encourage the growth of the squadron as a whole. When you decide the squadron skills could use some sharpening, check the regiment board for a list of available training courses. As much as I champion learning through doing, there are some things that need to be taught if the troops are to handle tougher deployments. The more you bleed during training, the less you bleed on the field, as my old drill sergeant used to say. If we want this squadron to be the most elite unit in the Maelstrom, then we'd best not neglect the military education. Certainly. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and send them right back out. Alright, have you given any thought to training? Side of squadron skills. Yes. You've told me all this before. Oh, it's going to force me to send them on training. Okay, fine. Alright, training courses improve the squad. Alright, each training takes 1 hour to complete. The time of training, of course, complete reviewed by opening timers interface, examine the regiment board. Yes. Okay, we'll go ahead and say training courses. We have physical training, mental training, and tactical training. Physical and mental, physical and tactical, or all around, which basically just levels them up. Let's see. We have a lot of physical, so I think we're going to go with physical and mental abilities. Alright, so there they are, training up. So that'll take them about an hour to complete. And We'll see what the results are. Alright, but while we're waiting here as well, let's go ahead and head back out to Idleshire and see if the quest that I think should be there is in fact there. So let's go ahead and teleport ourselves out to Idleshire. And there appears to be our dungeon, which we'll click into as soon as the map loads. Come on, map. Come on. There we go. That was very quick. That's good. Let's go ahead and commence. I wasn't expecting the dungeon to pop that quickly. Well, that's good. Oh, and you'll probably notice that I am wearing new gear. Hit level 60 last episode, so we got new gear. Then I went ahead and glamoured some new stuff on top of it. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to stick with this look, but we'll go with it for now. See, the interesting thing about this particular dungeon is that a lot of the dungeon is gated and locked, and so you kind of have to be forced to pull in a very deliberate manner. The design was implemented to counteract what kind of started happening a lot in A Realm Reborn, which is where tanks would basically gather up huge piles of enemies, as this tank is probably doing right now, and then try to AoE everything down all at once. Or drag in piles of enemies all the way to a boss chamber and then use the lockout mechanism for the boss chamber to basically lock all the trash enemies out of the fight and prevent them from being able to join in. And then they would essentially reset and you wouldn't have to fight any trash. So a lot of these dungeons were built to have basically gates and walls that you can't get past until you kill all the enemies first. That was very prominent in this particular dungeon here. So a lot of the places these light stairs don't appear until you clear the enemies first. Alright, you're gonna bring everything together here. Alright, fine. I'm waiting for your overpower. Overpower, there you go. Okay, first boss coming up. Did the tank die? I guess he did. I didn't even notice. And here we have a Demon Tome, which we never actually went to the dungeon where there was Demon Wall. At least not yet, anyway. It's one of the optional dungeons that we ended up skipping. Alright, so this is gonna have some interesting mechanics. As soon as the tank is back in action, ready? There we go. Okay, so it's gonna put like AoE fields down, which you want to get out of. Get hit by that? I must have. Alright. Alright, he's closing. He's going to put down a massive AoE. We need to get around behind him. Oh, and then he's going to spin. Okay. Forgot about that. Oh. I accidentally stepped back into the AoE. Alright, now that freezes the floor and causes you to slide all over the place, which can make you fall off during specific parts of this fight. Like this. You have to be careful there. Alright, he's going to flip around. Oh, let's actually reapply the dot. Alright, we want to make sure we get out of this quickly. Okay. Let's just push ourselves all the way back there. He's gonna flip around. Don't want to get hit by that. Alright. Now let's see if we can finish him off. Alright, he's down. Alright, not as clean as I would have liked to have done that, but it's okay. We don't need any of that stuff. So we already have gear that is better than anything else that we're going to get out of here. Oh, you're bringing us all the way over to page 64. Alright. Kill the page 64 first. It fixates on a single party member. So we got a bunch more. There's another page 64. Probably going to drag these over to the page 64. So we'll go ahead and wait for them to arrive. Begin daily rotation. Alright, there we go. Doors open. Alright, he's line of sighting them. Interesting. Alright, I guess we're gonna burn these two down first and then go after the book that's shooting everyone. Alright, kill that. Alright, second boss. Biblos. We're waiting for our fourth. Alright, most of this is going to be pretty straightforward. Straightforward AoEs. Alright, now he's going to become invulnerable. He's going to drop some book ads, which are going to need to be killed. Book ads drop a orb. Okay. Only one of them, I think, needs to actually be brought to him. Now, he has to start spawning these clouds that actually do damage if someone hits them, but they will absorb the orbs when he does his little ad phase. So the tank is going around and clearing them so they don't get in our way. Alright, which book are we going to go after? This one, it would seem. Alright, orb is on me. I'm going to try and draw the orb to the boss without getting it into any... There we go. Perfect. I'm not going to get in any of the clouds. There he goes. Piece of cake. We don't need any of that or that. If you continue to outrun the healer, you're gonna die. Okay. But a lot of times, when I'm tanking anyway, I prefer to take the mob groups or the trash groups one at a time. Because sometimes it's just more straightforward, easier, simpler, and less risk for wiping the entire party. Because if the entire party wipes, it isn't faster. That's just me. Alright, Logos. Alright, let's kill this thing. Alright, a Logos and a couple of speed readers. Does not. Tank needs to pick that thing back up. Treasure coffer, why not? Don't need that. Okay. Alright, final boss. Have they already engaged it? Really? No, they haven't. Okay. There we go. Get the dot on it. Alright, so... Alright, we want to move that to the outside, get it away from the party. It drops an exploding orb, which... that mage didn't really get done. Now, these panels, someone needs to touch them, and the amount of characters that need to touch it in order to lock it is based on the number of circles lit up on the platform. 1, 2, or 3. First set's going to be only 1, so that's easy to take care of. Next set should be 2 per. All right, got him. Get out of that. Keep an eye on that limit break bar. And his health as well. Alright, so the next one should be a... 2 of them should be lit up or require 3. Alright, let's drop that over there. I'm gonna head over... One over here. Oh! Got an ad up. Need to coordinate that one a little bit better. They're probably not going to get me back up. Nope, they did. Limit break. Oh, it wiped us before I could limit break off. Oh, Lord. Alright, alright. Let's try that again. And, hopefully do that a little bit cleaner next time. Oh, I'm gonna run back out there first. So really what should probably happen is during the 3 phase is a tank should stick with the boss while the rest of us take care of the platforms, but we'll see how it goes. One more time. Now he's going to do his AoEs. Maybe. No, I think he's not going to do those until the next set. Alright, I'm going to pull this way over there. I'll go with the tank. There we go. That got wasted, unfortunately. Bring this one straight back. There's the threes. There we go. Much cleaner. Get out of that. Nope, we don't have a limit break yet. But there we go. It was that the reset is that screwed us up the first attempt. Part of my fault. Alright, let's hand out a player commendation. And pass on the loot. We don't need any of that stuff. And let's head on out, and we're probably going to get a cutscene as we leave. Alright, so there we are, and we just so happened to find the exact tome we needed sitting right there out in the open. Okay, so let me just check something. Okay, I think what we're gonna go ahead and do, let me actually just teleport back to Idleshire, because that's what I was going to do before the dungeon initiated. Much faster than I was a little bit ready for, actually. But again, I'll take it. Okay, so Unctuous Adventure. Is that the guy? No, I don't think so. Let's just take a look at it. Wondrous Tales. I think that is actually something we want to get, but I'm not going to do it just yet. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to put me into. Alright, Midnight Dew over here, I think has what we need. Taking stock. There it is. Steam appears to be rising from Midnight Dew's beautifully bedecked ears. Alright, gods damn it, I've been had. Some twice cursed sons of a mad blind bitch have made off with my takens and my tradables too. I knew this place was full of treasure hunters, but I never reckoned it'd be my treasures they'd be hunting. And it ain't just my losses that concern me. The gobbies count on the goods I bring in to keep this place fed and watered. If I don't get my stock back, this whole town could fall apart. What do you say, adventurer? Will you help me bring these thieving curs to book? An adventurer's coming back from the answering quarter says he bumped into a gang of ill-looking brutes on Front Bridge. Nearly knocked the poor kid into the Thaliac, they did. Anyhow, he says they were heading into the ruins. Meet me there, and we'll start the search. Alright, so that is what we want. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to end the episode here. And we'll get on that when we come back. And then we'll head over there, deliver the tome to Matoya, get that all done. We might take a look at that. I'll have to double check if that's actually something we want to do. Pretty sure it actually is. Yeah, we'll get to work on that next episode. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.